So I just saw that the episode that I did with Steven Bartlett on Diary of a CEO has clocked over 2 million views on YouTube alone. And it's been an incredible, explosive experience. Literally tens of thousands of people have engaged with us. People have wanted to join the company. We've been able to see a massive uptick in our products and services that we sell. All sorts of positive things have come from it. It's really just nothing but an amazing positive experience. And hopefully one day I would love for you to get onto a big platform and experience that for yourself. But the reason that I got onto the show this year actually goes back many years as to how we laid the foundations for that to happen. So for starters, when Steven's team do their research, they look for people who have been talking about the same thing for many years in a row. They go digging in the internet to see, have you changed your pitch? Have you been one thing and then been the next thing? You know, were you a property guru and then you switched across to stock market trading and then you switched across to multi-level marketing or something like that? Now, fortunately, in 2010, I started pitching these ideas about an entrepreneur revolution and becoming a key person of influence and running campaigns, becoming oversubscribed. All of that sits in the internet and it's all been date stamped. So Steven's research team can easily look back and see, okay, here's some of the content and here's how it's evolved over the last 15 years. And actually, this person's been talking about it for quite some time. The second thing was obviously the books, right? I've written several different books on entrepreneurship and how to build a brand and how to run campaigns. And that was actually one of the key ways that Steven's team knew that I was a credible expert to talk to his audience about these topics. I know that you've probably got a ton of content in your head, and if you haven't written a book, I really want to urge you, get that information out of your head, put it in a book. The sooner you put it in the book, the sooner you get to have some book magic. Book magic is where unexpected, amazing things happen as a result of your book. You never know whose hands your book will end up in. In the case of this particular situation, my book oversubscribed ended up in the hands of Ali Abdaal. Ali Abdaal has 5 million followers on his YouTube channel, and Steven Bartlett's team saw Ali Abdaal talking about my oversubscribed book on his channel, and that's what alerted them at first to go and have a look at the rest of my work. So you never know where that book is going to go. It's like an ambassador that's roaming around telling people about your story. I really would encourage you to get a book out there. The next thing is high quality products and services. One of the things that I'm really, really proud of is that after 15 years of working all over the world with tens of thousands of entrepreneurs, we don't have very many bad reviews. There's a couple of bad reviews on my books. In fact, there's a bad review because one of my books got printed upside down and someone got very upset about the fact that the cover was the wrong way around. There's a few like that. But in general, there's not a lot of bad reviews for what we do. And that is because we have amazing attention to detail for the work that we do. We always look after our customers. We think long term. We think about how we add value, and we adopt an approach of a product and service ecosystem. We're not trying to just push one particular product or service. We're always just talking about our product and service ecosystem, and people can find whatever level suits them at that particular time. So it's a really powerful approach. The next thing that really worked in the favor was the social media profiles. So I've adopted an approach called prolific, not perfect. Prolific, not perfect means that you just put content out there. Sometimes I'm incredibly surprised at what sticks. There are certain blogs or articles that I've written that I just kind of casually wrote them one Monday morning, put it online, and those are the ones that did really well. There were other parts where I put a lot of time and effort and thought in, and they didn't hit as hard. But I've always said, you know what, prolific beats perfect. I'll just keep putting stuff out there. So for over the last 15 years, I've put lots of stuff on all the different social media channels, and that's the stuff that forms the body of my work. When someone does the research at Steven Bartlett's team, they can really see all of that work and they can find the key bits of information that they want to pick up on to form the basis of his questions. And the final part is partnerships, right? So partnerships is where you actually surround yourself with good people. When I actually went on the show, I had lots of great partners I could talk about. I could talk about people who are on our board of advisors. I could talk about some of the experiences of putting together angel investment. I was able to talk about some of the joint ventures that we did to grow the business. So those are all the key things. We talk about it all the time. Pitch, publish, products, profile, partnership. They form the basis, the key concepts behind becoming a key person of influence. And really what we're seeing is that actually if you stick with it, you get these big home runs that come along every now and then as well. I want nothing more than to see that for you. I would absolutely love for you to apply that methodology and get a huge home run yourself, because it's absolutely worth it. It seems random when it happens. In fact, for me, what happened was I got a random message on Instagram. Steven Bartlett, would you like to come on the podcast? I actually thought it was a scam when I first saw it. But you know what? These lucky moments seem random, but when you put in enough of the groundwork, they're pretty predictable as well. So have you seen the episode? Let me know in the comments below. Give this a like and subscribe, and I look forward to sharing with you some other behind the scenes stories that I've got to share.